I want to show another way to create a graph using Excel. So I have created a summarized table of subregion, and I summed up the 2010 population for each subregion. And then below is the graph that was created just using the chart tools in ArcMap. And you can see that in order to get the words to show up here, I've got to make the chart really big. So another way to do this is to take my chart and export the chart as a text file to my desktop or wherever I'm working. Save that, and I don't want to add it to my ArcMap. So I'm going to open up an Excel spreadsheet, and this would work as well in Google Sheets. Open up a blank worksheet, and I'm going to go here and say File, Open. Okay, this PC, browse. I don't like the new interface here. Desktop, and I don't want to limit this to Excel formats. So I'm going to say all files. So let's see, where would my text file be? It should be here. Okay, let me go make sure I saved it in the right place. No, it went to my docs again. So there it is. It's on my desktop. Subregion POP 210. So I'm going to go ahead and open that. And so it's seeing the document, and it's seeing it as a table, and it's seeing it with commas in between all of the cells. So it's delimited. So I'm going to choose Next. And I'm going to choose comma delimited, and I'm going to double check that this looks right. It looks like it came in fine, and I'm just going to do Finish. So here is my Excel sheet, so I can delete that field and that field, and I can change my names. And then this might be nice to have commas in it, so I'm going to format the cell. I don't want any decimals, but I do want a comma separator. Make it easier to read. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap these so that hopefully when I add them, they're not going to have to stretch out so much. Because that was one of the reasons that the other graph had to be so long or so wide. So I'm going to try and see if that works. Let's see, I'm going to do kind of a bold. No, I'm not. Go back, go back. I'm going to do, where's my, oh, here it is, font. I'm going to do a dark blue, bold. There we go. And then I'm going to do every other box. Where's my fill? Light blue. Oh, this is not happy because I've got it so truncated. Here we go. Okay. Or I think I can hold down my control key and do all of those. And then maybe I want to put, maybe I want these centered. And I'm not sure all of these formatting things are going to transition, but we'll see. Let's see, blah, 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 blah. Oh, because I'm not putting in a table. I could put in a table. So now I could just copy that, Control C, and in my arc map, I can Control V, and I have a table here. If I want to add a table, that will scale somewhat. And I think I could have put a white background on that, but I didn't. So anyway, that's one way to get a table in there. The other thing I can do now is to highlight both of these and go Insert and a nice graph. So there's my graph. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, it did not wrap. Shoot. Okay. Oh, there it is. That wrapped. Oh, that's very good. So one of the problems now is neither one of these, because the standalone table that I created is not actually connected to the mapped data. I don't have the option to make this map match the colors on my map if I wanted. So I have to go through the process here of clicking that, finding out what that RGB value is, 66, 176, and 136, and then setting that, which one was that? Northeast. And then setting that here. Was it East, North, Central? No. Hold on. Yeah, it was East, North, Central. Okay. So I can go into East, North, Central and set those custom RGB colors. And no, I don't remember what they were. 56, 176, and 136. So 56. So now I can go through each of those bars and set those so that they will match my map. And then, okay, all right, we're done. We're not doing any more. So now that I have, let's say I've gotten this laid out the way I want it, I'm just going to copy that, and I'm going to paste it in here. There it is. And so it is, in some ways, let's see if I can get to 100% up here and look at these two graphs side by side. Six of one, half dozen of the other. This one, the text was maintained. This one looks a little pixelated, but again, I would probably want to print it out and see what that looks like. I do think this table actually came out pretty nice. And one of the things I could do with that table, just as long as I have your undivided attention here, is to add the draw toolbar and get a rectangle. Go to the properties, make it white if I want it white, and then set it aside for a minute and move that guy to the front. Oh, bring to front. I never know the difference between bring forward and bring to front. So now I've added a I've added a kind of a box on that, and I could even kind of bring it down a little bit like that so that we would have that background on there. Yeah, just some options for you for kind of adding data and numbers to your maps.